You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live. Stand up, sit down, featuring in-depth discussion and interviews with stand-up comedians on the art of stand-up comedy. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, stand up, sit down.
What's going on? It's your boy Ashford J. Thomas. I'm back once again with Black Hollywood Live. Stand up and sit down. I'm back with you today. Got a new barber. Pushed my hairline back a little bit, but I'm mad about that, but I'm still here with you, brother. You know what it's like, bro. But I'm here with my man, very funny comedian, Marion Kendrick. Say what's up to the people,
hey,
man.
What's going on, Black Hollywood Live family? How everybody doing out there on the internet waves?
What's going on? What's going on? Yes, I'm so glad to have my man in the studio today, man. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it, man. We don't have that much time, but I just want to show you love, man. Definitely. Tell the people where you're from, first and foremost.
My name is Marion Kendrick. I am originally from Jackson, Mississippi.
M.I. Cricket. Do they still do that?
Yeah, well, you know, man, growing up as a kid. But you know, I hate when I run into people that be like, oh, you from the M.I. cricket letter, cricket letter. And then they just like, they either throw too many cricket letters or not enough cricket letters.
That's what
like,
it is.
Man, just get your dumb ass out my face, man. Don't do it.
It's hard being from the South. Me from North Carolina, they always say, oh, so you know Peter Pablo? No, Ram. I don't know that man. What are we talking about here? Definitely.
But, being from Mississippi, worse though, man. It's like people think, you know, just because I'm from Mississippi, you know, there was a lot of stuff that went on the civil rights era.
Yeah.
But they think I done had crosses burnt in the front yard, and I done seen a couple people get
the
hanged.
Klan everywhere.
I mean, not to make light of that, but you know, like, man, that was not, you know, everybody didn't, you know, there are areas that are like that, and you know, it's racism everywhere, man. Yeah. So why they only think racism is in Mississippi?
They think it's only in the South. You know what I'm saying? We about to get too serious up here. Look, don't let two brothers speak about it. Don't let it happen. But definitely, man, just want to let the people know. Definitely, man, you're doing stand-up. Very funny guy. Did you always know you were funny?
Man, I was a class clown, dude. I've been a class clown since like elementary, you know, all the way up to college. So that's, you know, really where I figured out, you know, it had got to the point where I was thinking of what I wanted to say in class the next day.
Definitely. So when you were sitting home suspended, you was thinking, dang, what am I going to say next? I got this. I got him.
Oh, especially when I knew we was going to have a substitute teacher.
Oh, it was a wrap.
Oh, when you got a substitute teacher, it's time to act a damn fool. So, yeah, I gave substitute teachers pain.
Definitely, man. So, all right, so did you do anything before you went to school? Or do any stand-up wise or whatever, or you
stand-up after I graduated from college.
Tell the people where you went.
I went to Alcorn State University.
What up?
HBCU, Lorman,
yes,
Mississippi.
Sir. Houghton U. I'm sorry, Howard U. I said Houghton U. Promote stuff. Howard University right here. Go ahead, promote. Yeah.
MEAC, SWAC.
You know what it is.
Yeah. After I graduated from Alcorn, you know, I was selling Dockers at McRae's, which is a department store down south, and I was just like, this is not it.
This can't be it, bro.
So I went up to DC, man, and where Howard is. I moved to the metropolitan DC area, and
you know,
they you know, being from Mississippi, we didn't have comedy clubs, and they didn't have comedy nights even, really. Most we had just like a comedy tour come through from time to time. Yeah. So when I got there, they actually had comedy nights, comedy clubs. And so I was just like, man, I always dreamed of doing this. I always wanted to do this. So I just stepped out, went ahead and did it, man.
So ain't got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Tacoma Station. You ever heard of that in DC? It's actually it's a jazz spot. They had a comedy night.
What's that? Is that over on, I want to say U Street. Is that in?
Nah, it's like northwest. It's like close to like Silver Springs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. Because Howard was in Northwest, so you know, I stayed on my campus because you know sometimes you step out a little bit in the wrong place in DC.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but I love you, Chocolate City. I love you.
I got jacked up there, bro. That was my first time. I like some 17-year-olds, man.
No, DC don't play.
I'm telling you, man, little boy jumped out the car like 16, 17. I felt like, you remember when the boy took Jody Bite?
Yeah, like,
I'm like, I'm a grown-ass man over here getting robbed by these
Fruity Loops rolled up on him, man.
Hey, they had pistols, though, man. Like, I damn near told one of them little boys, yes, sir. Like, as long as you got that gun, you got my respect, goddammit.
They jacked you and he said, stay in school. You know? That's funny. Definitely, man. So you started doing stand-up in D.C. and everything. How many years you think you were in D.C., man?
I lived in D.C. for 8 years. I went from I lived in Virginia, all different areas, right outside. I never lived inside of DC, so because people from DC take that kind of personal.
Oh, they do. They be like, "Hey, bro, he ain't from Georgia Ave. I don't know him."
The DMV.
Yes.
And I lived in Maryland. I bought a house out in Maryland, so that's where I really mostly lived for the majority of the time that I was there. So
definitely,
yeah,
that's a blessing. So what made you say, "Hey, man, you know what? DC, I love y'all, even though y'all jacked me. I love y'all, but I'm going to have to roll out to L.A. instead of going to New York." What made you choose L.A. over New York?
Well, far as the scene in L.A. is, if you're really, your career, you really want to be great at stand-up, which is not saying that I don't, or if you really want to be good at theater.
Yeah.
I think that, Broadway.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to be like into screenwriting and acting.
And movies and all that stuff.
Yeah, and it was like LA, New York, so I decided to come to LA, man, and
definitely
try to take it to the next level. You reach like a glass ceiling in DC, and it's just like you can't go no further. So I'm out here still trying to make some waves, make myself known.
You're definitely doing, bro.
Right.
You definitely do it.
Right.
Now, when it comes to these stand-up comedians and everything, who has inspired you? Or, definitely the major ones who inspire you. And also, have you ran across any famous comedians that gave you any words of wisdom or anything like that?
I'm inspired by so many different comedians for so many different reasons. Like Richard Pryor, I feel like his delivery and the way he performed, he was genius at that. But then, I like Steve Harvey, which I'm not saying Steve Harvey's not funny, but I respect the way he took comedy and turned it into a business.
A business, yes.
So, he got the radio show and,
the talk show.
Yeah, author.
Yeah.
Well, he got 2 TV shows, got Family Feud and
the talk show.
Right, yeah.
Which is so funny because it just shows how, because I've always heard this thing, comedians always tell the truth ahead of their time, like they tell the future or whatever. And Dave Chappelle did a sketch with Paul Mooney called Ask a Black Man. And that's what I feel like when I'm watching the Steve Harvey show, because it's like, Steve, can you help me? My husband won't do this. It's the Lord, what you need to do. And that's what the whole show is, man. So that man is definitely turned it into a business. Definitely, man. And, Richard Pryor, Steve Harvey, anybody else on your list?
Then you got other people's like, me starting to do stand-up in D.C. I feel like D.C. my stand-up comedy career home. So, I'm inspired by the people who are from D.C. Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Marty Marr, bro. Great.
Tommy Davidson, Chappelle.
Yeah.
It's a lot of funny cats. Earthquake, which he didn't start doing comedy in D.C., but Earthquake from D.C. There's a lot of funny cats that came out of D.C., man. So
that East Coast feel.
Yeah, and I love it, man. Just, that I got to be on some of the stages that those people performed on at some point. So
most definitely. You ran across anybody, man, that had words of wisdom, man, for you?
Different people, man. You know what? More of a lot of comedians to give me a lot of advice on relationships. How to sustain a relationship with a comedy career. But one of the reasons I moved here, it was actually a comedian named Tony Woods in D.C. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's done a lot of things on Comedy Central. But before I moved here, I just kept on like, man, you think I should go? You think I should go? Or, what L.A. like? And, is it the place for me? You think I'm funny enough to make it in L.A.? And he told me, read this book by one of my favorite authors, which is Paulo Coelho. It's called The Alchemist.
Yeah.
You ever read it?
Yeah, and I haven't read it, but heard of it.
Yeah, it's a very good book. And, that was one of the most solid advice I've had, because that book kind of like inspired me to move here. And I still, from time to time, like a year or two, I go back and read it again because it's all about the journey. You know, I really came here at first thinking that things were, you know, I felt like I had the look.
Yeah.
I got the jokes.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm learning that it's more than that, you know. So it's just like really now I'm just really on the figuring out the journey and figuring out my path, you know, not trying to do what everyone else is doing, not trying to perform just because he's performing here this night. And, you know, I'm not trying to do that anymore. You know, I'm more into screenwriting. I'm still keeping my stand-up strong. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, yeah.
I still
It's still a beast.
I still can perform on stage, but, you know, now I'm focusing more on screenwriting. I've been taking acting serious. I've gotten some acting classes. So, you know, once I get that representation, it's about to be on.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's about to be on.
Tell them. Talking about writing and everything, what's really your method and where do you really pull your, I guess, your material from?
Man, past experiences, observations, and basically, you know, you just kind of like exaggerate them to make it more funny. But, you know, that's life experiences and observation. A lot of my comedy is about relationships.
Ah, brother, you got something to say? You want to get something off the chest, bro?
Nah, I mean, you know, it's just, you know, I've been fortunate enough, you know, to meet and, you know, do a little dating, and it's just like
it's hard out here in LA for that, man.
Not even LA, just DC, and I met some interesting people. And I've had some interesting situations.
We're gonna say interesting. That's the word we're gonna use today.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
But definitely, that's a good thing, man. You're definitely expanding, you're definitely moving and all that stuff. Now, tell me, how did you get up on all these shows with the Jamie Foxx, Laugh-A-Palooza, Bill Bellamy's Who Got Jokes and all this stuff? How did that come about? Who you know, kind of give, you know, for that comedian out there that's like, dang, man, I got jokes, but I'm not meeting the right people and all that stuff. How did your story come and you get on and all that stuff?
Well, with Jamie Foxx, Laugh-A-Palooza, it was just an audition thing where you send in a tape, and then they count. If they like you, they call you and tell you come on out. And that was a great experience. I was one of the new faces of comedy. And Who's Got Jokes, actually, they never had an audition in D.C., which is in nation's capital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Auditions never really came to D.C., so we drove up to Philly, me and like 4 or 5 other comics. Stood in line, you know, they gave you like 2 minutes to get on stage, and when you got 2 minutes,
you better go.
You better go up there and rip. And I think when I went up there, I did my thing at that audition, and they called me up. And I remember I was just so excited because this was about to be my first television appearance. So I was super excited.
Definitely. Now, you reached all these top shows and all that stuff. Now, let's take it back a little bit. Talk about what was probably your worst show. And have you ever had a heckler or anything? Woo! Man. Speak on it.
My first show I did in D.C. at Tacoma Station. I did good. I thought I was the shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I'm ready. So I called down to Atlanta. I got a homeboy, his name JJ, Jeremiah Williamson. He's Said the Entertainer. He opens up for Cedric the Entertainer. I called down to Atlanta, and you know, he went to Alcorn too. Okay. You know, and he's from Jackson. And I called down there and he was hosting at Uptown Comedy Corner. Yeah. And you know, I'm one time now, I'm thinking I'm the shit.
Yeah. Like, I'm about to eat, baby. Let's do it.
Flew down to Atlanta, you know. I'm swag, like, yeah, I'm finna go up here. I invited everybody from Alcorn that I know in Atlanta, everybody from Mississippi, everybody I just know in general from all across this path of life. And just everybody come see me, the next star.
Yeah.
Man, I went up there and I was actually funny. I started out funny. Then I did a joke that they didn't get. And me being inexperienced, I didn't just know how to move on.
Knocked you off the swag. Yeah. You were like, whoa.
What you do now? So I just turned on a guy in the audience. I said, hey, man, that's a nice shirt. He's like, thank you, brother. I was like, do they make it for men?
They grabbed that pistol, right? Do they?
His girlfriend said, boo! She got all her girls, boo! And everybody at the table, before you know it, just went round the room. Just, I don't even know the word, just boo.
Tidal wave boo.
DJ, turn the music on. I had to walk off stage, man. My friends from Alcorn, they Joan. Like, they talk about it. It's like, man, don't bring your ass back down here talk about you can tell jokes. And I was like, man, I was hurt. That was a long flight back to D.C. But that was the only time I ever been booed.
Yeah, I've been booed.
The only time I ever been booed my entire career.
Definitely, man.
Uptown Comedy Corner, Atlanta.
Woo, the ATL. Now, you know, definitely that's a different type of audience and everything. So how do you feel going in between, you know, predominantly white audience and predominantly black audience, and how do you play between the two and all that stuff? Or do you? Or just say...
That's one thing I feel like I'm good at, because I can go in front and see a lot of comics can't say, and I'm not bragging or trying to make it seem like but a lot of comics can't perform in front of a white audience.
Keep it real.
And a lot of comics, like, I can do corporate. I can go in front of a bunch of intellectuals and know what material not to say and what material not to use.
Yeah.
I can do an all-white audience, and I know what to talk about and what, you know, my delivery. And, you know, I kind of switch it up a little bit because some people don't get certain stuff.
That's true.
And you can't use certain subjects. So, and then I can go all the way to the hood, to the thugs, and make them laugh. But then I can switch it all the way back around, and you ask me to come to your church, I can stand in the church and do you 30 minutes and make everybody in the church laugh.
Woo!
So, you know, I kind of pride myself on that.
It's very much needed out here doing stand-up and all that stuff.
Right.
And definitely. So you got your nervousness out. You're out here grinding all that stuff. Some things you're writing about, man. You say you're getting into screenwriting and all that good stuff. How's that coming along as far as this?
I got a couple of spec scripts, you know, like I'm about to start trying to use to get me writing representation, like get me a manager or an agent, a literary agent. And I have a webisode that I'm working on. I don't even really want to talk about it too much because
it's all good. Keep it on the hush, man.
Yeah, you know, people
be jacking right here.
Your ideas close out here. You know, I know they stealing jokes, man.
It's brother right here. Like, go ahead, Marion. Go ahead, brother. I got you right here.
I'm working on a webisode now, and still, you know, I'm attending a lot of writing workshops, a lot of seminars, and, you know, just really trying to get my screenwriting chops up, and you know,
it's coming.
I think the writing thing probably gonna be the thing that really gets me to where I really want to be. So
definitely.
But I'm always gonna stay true to stand up, though. You know, that's gonna be my first thing. But sometimes you gotta shift your direction, your plan, alter your plan, so to speak.
Definitely,
you know?
Definitely. What would you tell these young jocks coming up in the game? In fact, how many years you think you've been in the game, man?
Like 14. I took breaks on and off, though. When I first started, the first 2 years or so, I was getting up once a month, once every, you know.
Playing with it a little bit.
And I wasn't really, like, you know, getting up like I should. But after I really got serious, actually I had a cousin, he had stomach cancer, and he was taking chemo and stuff. But he was a rapper, he was an aspiring rapper, and he was still getting on stage rapping. I'm just like, damn. I'm just like, I would tell him, like, man, you know, I got to go to work in the morning. I just can't be going out performing at club. What? You know? And I was like, damn, if he got the energy, you know, he inspired me to, like, get my ass together and start going, you know, a little bit harder at what I say I want to do.
Yeah.
If this your dream, get up and go after it.
Yeah.
And so he inspired me to do that. And it's been like 14 since, you know, but, you know, it's like been different breaks. I've taken little breaks, but, you know, now I'm consistent where I try to get up at least 2 to 3 times a week. You know, when I'm not writing or when I don't have anything going on, I'm not in the gym or I'm resting, you know, you know how it is. It's 24/7 grind.
It is. It is. It's always, you know, definitely always open mics going on. Do you still hit up open mics and all that good stuff?
I never will feel like I'm above open mics. That's one thing I say about Dave Chappelle and people like Chris Rock. They are still true to stand-up. Like, you'll bump into Dave Chappelle at just anywhere working out new jokes.
Yep, smoking a cigarette.
Right.
Like, how'd it go on, man?
But sometimes, you know, comedians get to a certain level, they feel like they're too busy to, you know, it take a lot of work for you to get a joke, you know, right, you know, to get the timing right and make sure, because sometimes in your head, like, yeah, this gonna kill them, but it's just that they didn't get it You know what I'm saying? So you had to go back and rewrite it. That's why I tape myself a lot. You had to go back and rewrite it and tweak it so like, okay, now they get it. And that's what I try to do every time I perform. So
definitely.
So it's like 2-3 times a week.
That's grinding right there, baby. So, you know, them young cats out there that want to get into it, let you know you can never be too good. Keep on tightening them skills up.
I tell people, man, like I got a boy, like this is not a hobby, bro. This a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you treat it like a hobby, you're gonna get hobby results.
Definitely.
So this is my life. Like it ain't no game for me.
Yeah, because you know, you be at you know, certain spots, a guy comes up, makes you laugh. You be like, that dude was funny, you know, because it's easy to be the funniest guy in the room, but when that monster come on stage, and you just like, dang, make you rethink you just start filling out applications right there, be like, you know what, I ain't even want to do this, bro. I ain't even want to do this. But definitely, man, we touched on this a little bit earlier about relationships and all that good stuff, but, you know, now you got a little notoriety and all that stuff. You're definitely coming up in the game, definitely one of the next faces to come up. Has the love life changed for Mr. Kendrick? It's the same interaction.
Well, when I started out doing comedy, I was married.
Oh, hey, that'll change the game right there, brother.
I got divorced. You know. Yeah, I mean, but you know, right now, you know, I date, but you know, I try to. A lot of girls don't understand stand-up, and it's hard. Like you take a girl to the comedy club. When comedians at the comedy club, we never really just sit down.
Yeah.
We like walking around, talking to other comedians in the back.
Yeah.
Then too, like we not watching the show because the comedian that's on stage, we've heard him like 1,000 times.
We know what we about to say already.
So then you got girls who like, you know, after the show, you know, I'm not saying that you have to like fill on get every girl phone number that leaves the show, but you know, you kind of like flirt. It's a little flirty with the business. Like, you know, hey, baby, you know, thank you for coming out to the show. You look nice. What you all in my face trying to get her number and shit? I'm just like, look, I'm just thanking
Talk to your fans.
Yeah,
talk to your fans.
I'm just telling them, you know. So it's kind of, if you spending most of your time at the comedy club and you can't really take them to hang out with you, you know, then you got to deal with comedians trying to holler at your girl when you're on stage. And yeah, you got to come to the back ready to whoop somebody's ass. You know, like, I'm from Mississippi, you know. We respect each other. You know, we country boys.
Exactly.
We don't get all this, you trying to holler at my girl while I'm around.
Nah, if you gonna do it now. That's very blunt.
Yeah, we don't do that down south. Like, these dudes, you know, these other dudes. Yeah.
Do it on the sneak tip. I love to use this term. What Jesus say? Sneak dissing. They sneak dissing on you, man.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Cause even when I'm at home writing, you know, like, did you hear me talking to you? Yeah. Did you hear what I just said? Like, damn, why you always gotta be on Facebook? And I'm not on Facebook just looking at girls. You know, people posting casting notices. People are sharing about shows, open mics. It's all. Facebook is our business.
Yes,
you know
that's you working your contacts and your marketing right there.
Right, and they look at it like you're just on Facebook looking at big ass.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
you're like, I only do that 3% of the time. What are you talking about?
You know, you researching, you saying like, oh, this dude performing here, I wonder how I can get on there. You know, you doing all that type of stuff. You know, auditions come up, like I'm on Facebook taking care of business.
Yeah.
So
definitely. That is definitely the grind and the hustle, and just the entertainment business in general. It's hard to find, you know, a mate if they're not in it. They still understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you own the grind, man. You own the road. Yeah. It's not, hey, I'm just clocking in, then I'm going to eat a burrito in the lunchroom and who burnt the popcorn in the microwave type situation.
Yeah, it's entertainment. It's even when you're not writing or owning your craft, you got to be in the gym.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I heard Twinkie Bird say, a lot of y'all talk about y'all want these lead man roles, but your ass don't look like a lead man, you know? So you got to have your ass, you got to be ready to take your shirt off if they ask, you know?
Time.
So
I'm ready. I was saying, give me a week. I did 8 push-ups.
It's a lot of work. It's just going to take the right woman to understand my goals and what I'm trying to do to, you know. So I think she's out there.
She's out there. She'll definitely be there when the check comes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely.
Hey, Mom, what you doing? Y'all? It'll be a girl from 2nd grade. Just make sure how your mama doing. And I was like, girl, who is this again?
Yeah, at that point you just like, so then gonna be hard to trust someone.
Yeah, so. that's the trick about it. That's very
toss up.
Definitely, man. You get back home a lot, man?
I try to go home at least 3 to 4 times a year.
That's a blessing.
You know, that black college football, man, I have to go back to the games.
You got to.
And it's kind of hard being out here because, you know, we're so far away. You just can't get in the car and say, oh, you know, I'm going to homecoming. You have to plan that
Plan
shit.
a couple months.
You live in L.A., like. But, yeah, I try to go back at least 3 to 4 times a year, 4 times. You know, I'm going to try to step it up a little bit more. But I try to go back 3 to 4 times a year.
You ever do any shows back home or anything?
Yeah, I actually started my own little thing at home. It's called Laughgasm, which I did one out here, but it's a little thing that I was doing at home, man, and it was cool. I enjoyed it because it was a chance that a lot of my family, they see me on YouTube, they've seen me, you know, on TV, but they never saw me live. So it was big for me to go back and kind of like do that. It was something I put together. Because it's one of those things, like I used to always try to hear about a show coming to Jackson. So I send my stuff to the promoter like, hey, bring me. I'm from Jackson. I'll be good for this.
They know me up there.
Yeah. But then, you know, I kept getting rejected. It's just like, that's what I'm doing in my career now. Like, why keep asking somebody to make your own show?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing now. Like, I'm trying to create my own avenue.
That's a beautiful thing. Bring it back home.
Yeah.
Jackson, Mississippi. I'm trying to bring some things back home. Greensboro, North Carolina. 336, Trey 4 and all that good stuff. But before we get out of here, man, I had to do this, man. I love your blog called Sit Your Ass Down.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So I got a little. I wanted to see this live, man. You just go in and riff and all that stuff. So we're gonna set it up. We're gonna have my engineer Jay check us out right quick, man. Let's go ahead and get that symbol up there. Yes, sit your ass down. And I'm just gonna throw up a couple of photos up here, and you can just speak your mind on it, man. Whatever you got going, man. So let's go ahead and go to that first one right quick, Jay. Right here. This is something that went really under the radar. A lot of people don't know, but Jaden Smith, Big Willie's son.
Hold on, which one, Jaden?
Oh, that's right, in the Batman suit. This is at Kanye's wedding. He just said, hey, you know what?
Was it a part of the wedding?
Nah, not at all. Like, say, hey, this brother ain't even in the wedding. He ain't in the groomsmen. Just came in the back and said, hey, you know what? I got this Batman suit with the cape.
But I thought this wedding supposed to have a bunch of heavy security. You couldn't bring your cell phone. But you can bring your cell phone in, but you gonna tell me you gonna let a dumbass in a damn Batman costume. All white
Batman suit.
Oh, nah, this I don't know what the problem is going on in the Smith household.
What is it? Big Willie, come on, we know you from Philly, bro. This is when to go down in Philly.
But what is the point?
you know, they get that. We just want our kids to be, different and cultural.
Eclectic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit gonna bite you in the ass. A couple more years, just trust me, it gonna bite you in the ass. And why did they get in the photo booth with his ass?
You know you wrong for that. Don't encourage this craziness going on right here.
He look like he in the damn Klan. And why white Batman?
People need to. This is look, and this is Kanye right here. Kanye got that look like what the hell, right? You can tell the back of his head is like, hold up, boy.
It just say WTF. WTF.
I like how it Kanye off the guard right there, man. But definitely, man, that's just one of the.
Jay Smith.
Sit your ass down.
Come on,
definitely. What we got next going on in there, man? What we got next? Oh, the big old breakup between rapper Future and my future wife, Sierra. Sierra.
Well, now what happened with this?
Well, apparently Sierra thought she could take a player and that has, I think, 4 baby mamas with, and 8, definitely. Now he got I think 4 kids and 8 baby mamas. I don't know how that happened. Future did it. They do that down in the ATL. And also, basically, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna shut it down." She said she was gonna change the game on Why he was on that that good stuff and alcohol? I ain't even sing the song.
What they say about you can't turn a hoe into a housewife? What is the reverse about a man?
I think when it comes to men,
you can't turn a hoe into a husband.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you know, this man was out here getting ass. It's just like I think he should have signed one of them agreements like what's your boy T-Pain. T-Pain said his wife understands like it's a threesome, just like long as he's not cheating outside the threesome. Like you got to bring her home, get the approval. I'm just like that is a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing. Not saying I would do that, but maybe.
I don't know though. I hope she better quiet than Ciara, because Ciara's a badass female.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful, and definitely they just had the kid together. That's the thing about it. This is less than a year. Kids born less than a year old. Engagement less than a year and everything. So this is goes to shamble just like that.
Whatchamacallit, that's happened to your girl, the next top model.
What was it?
What's her name? The pretty ass.
The diva? Eva?
Yeah.
Eva?
Yeah, she like had a baby, then they broke up and shit.
Broke up. Hey, man, I'm learning something new, man. Dang, man, it's hard out here. And you would think you got money coming in, you got celebrity stuff.
I don't even really know who to say sit your ass down to, Ciara or Future, because actually Ciara is like paid now.
She paid. He got a little change now, but definitely she got a lot more change than he does.
He better hope them little dumbass songs he do don't run out,
Exactly. How did he get on the like when did that become like the stuff? Like when you heard your first Future song?
What is the name of the song? How Karate Chop started off?
But I can't lie, I do a little bounce every time I hear it. I be like, man, I hate this stuff.
I be like, this dumbass shit jamming though, man. That's how I was with Trinidad James.
Yeah.
Like the first time I heard it, I was like, this is garbage. Then I went to the club down south, because we hear stuff out here.
Yeah.
Like,
it don't bounce right. Yeah. You gotta hear it when you got your boy Rico standing in the corner with a full coat on in the summertime. You're like, what he got in that coat though? What he got in that coat? But still, I'm enjoying my night. You've been there before, but brother got the, what is he got that coat? But so yeah, I don't know, maybe both of them get one.
Both of y'all sit your ass down.
All right, Jay, we're gonna go to the last one.
My God.
Look at this. Look at this right here.
First of all, he has no positive role models in his life.
Definitely right here, man. Oh man.
Hey, what did he just see the picture and just say, you know what? I look like her. This is a beautiful young lady.
Beautiful.
Don't get it twisted.
Beautiful.
But this dumbass.
Yeah.
Like, you know what?
This Rodney. Look like a Rodney.
Let me cut the front of my fade off. Pull one of these strings out of my damn shoes. Wrap it around my head. Put on some blush. And smile for the camera.
And said, I got him. That's...
Ooh, kill him.
Oh man, and the string though, we know this ain't no regular string. We know this brother got
We know this is a Versace string or something. This here is Adidas. This is like Versace, some Gucci. It's something.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's red carpet ready.
Some Nike brand just put in the back, just let the tassel just hang over that shoulder.
This fool here done got some damn shoestring and wrapped around his head and his neck with that fake ass earring.
It's Vegas, oh man, this is real right here, bro. Look, it got a little sparkle right there. This brother just got dorm light going on. The fluorescent, just regular overhead light, man. So random brother. That's what we gonna say. Just call his name Random Ass Brother.
With the pink ass lips.
You deserve one too. Go ahead and give it to him, man.
Hey, random ass dude with the shoestring on your head. You need to sit your ass down.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad to have my man on here today, man. Definitely. We're going to wrap up real quick, but let the people know what you got coming up next and where they can find you next, man.
You can check me out at my new website. It's being built right now. I hope the dude hurting his ass up.
Yep.
But it's MarionKendrick.com. It's www.MarionKendrick, KENDRICK.com. You can catch me on Twitter at Marion Got Jokes, on Instagram at Marion Got Jokes. Also check out my YouTube. Marion can just do a search on Marion Kendrick, and sit your ass down. You can check out episodes on SYAD.TV. That's SYAD.TV. Other than that, you check out my Twitter, anything, I'll be tweeting about where I'm at next.
Definitely. Say what's up to you people back home, man, before you get
Jackson, Mississippi, stand up. All my comrades on the DC Company Circuit, stand up. And the
HBCU alum.
HBCU, Alcorn State University, Sounds of Dynamite. We out, baby.
Definitely. You know where you can find me online anywhere. Ashford JT. ASHFORDJT. That's on Instagram and Twitter. Check out my web series, Howton You. HOWTONU. And that's on Instagram and Twitter as well. Shout out to my Bison, Howard University. HU, you know. And definitely you should support me, man. So that's been another Black Hollywood Live. I'm here with my man, Marion Kendrick. Had a great show. Go ahead.
I just want to say before you leave, man, I want to thank you for having me on the show, man. I always support it because, you know, I've been doing the party promoting things
Definitely.
And my dog gonna always be
I'm always there. This man, bro, he always got him in there. I was like, oh, Mario thought another one? I'm going to be there.
Ashford's always at my parties, man. So keep a lookout on that, too. Center of Attention Entertainment. SinOfATTN.com.
Yes. Please support this man. He's doing this thing. Big ups coming live, all right? And it's another one for your boy, Ashford J. Thomas. That's Black Hollywood Live. Stand up and, you know what? Sit your ass down.
Like that.
One.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
What's up?
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.